Hey y'all, it's Tyler, and we heard a few weeks ago that there might be a little turmoil brewing at Stewart-Haas Racing over who's going to drive the 41 car next year. And it looks like everyone got what they wanted in the end, except for maybe Cole Custer, but I think that it actually might be a blessing in disguise for him. Before I get into it though, if you guys would please like the video and subscribe to the channel, it would mean a lot to me. And please follow me on TikTok and Twitter at Tyler S. Calloway for more daily NASCAR content. So Tony ended up getting his way. We will have Ryan Preece taking over the 41 car in 2023, but Gene Haas kind of gets his way because Cole Custer will remain in-house at Stewart-Haas, except at a demoted state in the Xfinity Series where he will now be Riley Herbst's teammate. And right off the bat, I want to applaud Cole Custer for actually taking his lack of performance on the chin and actually accepting a demotion. Yeah, he obviously didn't have a lot of choice, but a lot of drivers would leave the company and move on. But Cole knows he's really got no better equipment he could go to, and this is probably the best shot at him getting back into Cup because he knows that Kevin Harvick is more than likely going to retire after 2023. Eric Almirola will more than likely retire after 2024, so he's got rides in-house that will be available for him if he performs. But Cole Custer's Cup career so far, outside of a random win at Kentucky, has been awful. There's really no other way to say it. His performance has been abysmal, and that's why he's here. That's why he's getting demoted. I mean, Daniel Suarez, who was let go for Custer, accumulated 4 top 5s and 11 top 10s in a single season at SHR. Custer has only gotten 2 top 5s and 12 top 10s in 3 seasons. You can't defend that. And it's so weird. I personally didn't see this coming when he was coming up. Custer actually looked and continues to look really good in the Xfinity Series. Back in 2018 and 2019, he finished second in the standings 2 years in a row and had an average finish of 9th 2 years in a row. His stats are amazing all the way up until this season where he made 5 starts, had a win, and 3 top 10s. Custer, for whatever reason, is really good in Xfinity. So good that, I mean, he's my championship favorite heading into next year. I think we could see an absolute dominating season out of Custer and win his way back into the Cup Series. Will he be successful once he gets back to there? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because Custer wasn't really, rushed up into Cup. He spent a full season in trucks and went on to have 3 full seasons in Xfinity right before Cup. And they were all really good seasons, so it's not that he was rushed. I'm not really sure what went wrong once he got to the Cup Series, at least after his rookie year. My personal opinion, I think it's one of 2 things. Either he got off to a great start and hit a rough patch, got his confidence knocked down to 0, and now really just needs a reset to get his mind right, or maybe this is just the latest case of a driver who's talented, but for whatever reason he just cannot adjust to Cup. I mean, we've had guys like this in our sport for years. The Ron Hornadays, Mike Skinners, Johnny Benson, Johnny Sauter, and Todd Bodines all have a place in NASCAR. Not sure why, but some drivers just don't adjust well to the top series, but can be champions in lower series. It's an odd thing, but maybe this is the case with Custer. Unfortunately, really only time will tell, but I really like this move for him. I know he doesn't. I know it's a really knock to probably an already fragile confidence and fragile ego, but I really think when all is said and done, he's going to be glad this happened. As for Preece, this is a rare instance in our sport where talent won out over money. Preece grinded his career away at JTG until he finally said, screw it, I'll do whatever it takes to get a top ride. He remained patient and ready and now finally has his shot in Stewart-Haas Racing equipment. What can we expect out of him in 2023? To be really honest with you, I think Ryan Preece is about to light the world on fire. With a multi-win season and a deep playoff run, I could see Ryan becoming the new face of SHR, and yes, I think he could be a championship contender in 2023. Ryan has long been earmarked as a talented guy driving bad equipment. When he was hired by JTG Daugherty, he was coming off of some wins and strong stats in Xfinity and was considered to maybe turn that program around. Unfortunately, that just wasn't the case, but it should be pointed out that it was clear that the number 47 car driven by Ricky Stenhouse was given the A-team crew and equipment, and even with that, Preece matched him in top 10s in his 3 seasons there. After getting out of there, he put up amazing numbers in the Truck Series and even in the Xfinity Series. In 12 starts in the trucks, since leaving JTG, he has 2 wins, 8 top 5s, and 11 top 10s. And the only race he didn't get a top 10, he finished 11th at Charlotte. In Xfinity, he has made 3 starts for BJ McLeod Racing, where he got 2 top 5s. The McLeod cars were prepped by SHR, but still, Preece, is showing amazing driving ability. And BJ McLeod Racing, they're not supposed to be getting top 5s. And don't forget, he qualified a Rick Ware racing car, 13th at Dover this year, and finished 25th. And maybe that doesn't sound amazing, but nobody should be able to, 1, qualify 13th in Rick Ware racing equipment, and then 2, finish in the top 25 in Rick Ware racing equipment outside of a super speedway. This is why Tony Stewart has been pushing so hard for Ryan Preece to get his opportunity, because it is clear he has a massive amount of talent and potential. And honestly, if you're somebody that has been following Ryan Preece through his career, like from modifieds, everything, he's your favorite driver, I think you should really get excited, because I think that all this waiting, all this struggle, all this pain is going to really pay off for you in the end. A side note, there's also been some talk about what this means for Hailie Deegan, because some fans have speculated that she may move up to Xfinity next year and drive for Stewart-Haas Racing. But from what I can tell from Bob Pockrass, that was never really the case. He seemed to imply that Ford is still working on a deal for her, but it would probably entail staying in trucks and upping her Xfinity starts for SS Greenlight in 2023. Overall, I think this is an amazing situation for SHR. They have Briscoe, who is slowly coming into his own, Preece, who I think will be their new leading man, and they can now retool and reinvest in Cole Custer and actually say they tried everything they could to retain his talent and cultivate his talent, something that JGR probably wishes they would have done with Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez. Stewart-Haas Racing is actually getting a chance to do that with Custer. And Custer now has a chance to see this all the way through and hopefully come a long way by the time the 4 or the 10 are available. But what do y'all think? Do you agree with the move by SHR? Tell me what you think in the comments, and I hope y'all have a great day.